afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, good evening. That's right. We got a late game today. And for those who are listening, I assume you were a part of the unlucky,
Yeah.
75, 80% of you folks who tried to get tickets to this game, unfortunately could not. As we are live here at Warner Field, and we are ready to bring you game number 2 here in District 26-6A against your BOWIE Bulldogs and the Westlake Chaparrals. AJ Arevalo here, Miss Laura Starkey.
How you doing?
How's it going? We are set up, and it is a cool day out today.
Feels good.
It really does, and we're set up. We're ready to go. The stands are filled, so we apologize if you didn't get a chance to get a ticket. We can't say too much because we kind of have to come in, and you know, we are required to have seating available for us. But anyway, how about a heck of a game won by Johnny Easton as he came out, all 7 innings pitched, full game, gave up 2 hits, 14 strikeouts, and really led the way for the Bulldogs to come away with a 1-0 win over the Chaparrals, which in turn put us right ahead of them in the rankings, and I still believe there's a 3-way tie for first between us, Hayes, and Lake Travis. So there's your recap, nice and easy, and here we are for game number 2. Now, we saw a lot of kind of excitedness, from my lack of better words, at our start of our last game, and lots of crowd noise and lots of, and it was really crowd noise from the Westlake dugout. And so we're really interested to see, and so are a few of the coaches, not necessarily on the baseball team, but just in general here with BOWIE, are kind of excited to see how is that going to play. Now that it's actually an away game, it's only the second, and I call it the official away game. It's only the second official away game, as you know, the majority are held at Burger Baseball anyway. So it's not really a true away game, just a different jersey game. But a true away game, as we were at a new field, Warner Field, a nice field out for our guys to play on. And yeah, I mean, I didn't even get a chance to talk to Coach DeJalia like we normally do pregame. He is in the zone, folks, and I was not going to interrupt that. He saw me, gave me a nod, and he went out to the outfield, and he was ready to go. So that's where we're sitting at, folks. Lineup. Now remember, we'll be batting first. All your top 3 that are going to come out here in the first. Nathaniel Bright's going to be set to lead off. Mason Winters right behind him. Brody Miller, he'll be the designated hitter. He's batting 3rd. Starkey batting cleanup at 4th. John Estrada right behind him. Ben Merriman batting 6th. Danny Rodriguez batting 7th. Tyler Thomason 8th. And bringing up the rear is going to be Sean McCullough batting 9th. On the mound is going to be Patrick Callipy. Last time we saw him back against Del Valle, it was game 2. Kind of struggled a little bit. He only got to see 3 innings, gave up 1 hit, only 1 run, 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. But I know Coach Jellia wanted him to last maybe a couple more innings if he could and try to conserve. Ryan Corbett came in right after him and pitched the remainder of the game, 4 innings. And everything was pretty the same as far as both pitchers are concerned. Corbett came in with 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits, and 1 run, and that ended in a 4-2 win for the Bulldogs over Del Valle. And then, of course, way back against Austin High in game 2, we saw Callipy as well, pitching 4 1/3 with 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits, 3 runs, and 1 error. So I know he seems really psyched. We saw him warming up, and he's also in the zone is what it looked like. And for those who don't know what the zone is, there's nothing around you. You know, there's no AJ here trying to talk to Coach DeJalia. There's no Laura asking for, you know, lineups. No. It's baseball, and it's time. So for Westlake, that will be taking defensively. Up on the mound, they're going to have Chance Covert. Catcher will be Nathan Duvall, as it was our last game. Braden Davis over at first. Theo Gillen at second. Reese McRae at third. Shortstop, it's going to be Mike Lustina, who will not be hitting. The designated hitter will be Major Ritchie, who we saw at first base last game as well. Left field's going to be Ethan Wolfang, excuse me. Center field, Chapel Stewart. And over at right, Cole May. So that's, there it is, folks. Anything to add, Laura?
I'm excited. I think it's going to be another competitive game. It's going to be loud. We have a lot more of a student body, audience, and crowd added since we're at Chaparral Stadium. And I'm excited.
You're excited. I'm excited. The lucky fans who will now be playing the lotto here after this game are excited as they got a chance to get a seat. Lots of Bulldog faithful here. Lots of Chaparral faithful here as well. So we're looking for a really great matchup, and you can feel that everybody's excited. So first pitch almost underway, folks. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts.
Wait, hold on just a moment.
It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts. But did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at vype.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone.
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports. VYP. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13, again, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers. 16 seconds, really close at the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back out to Warner Field as our starting lineups are being announced. We should have our national anthem done as well, I believe, but we'll see. But until then, folks, we're going to send it out to our PA. We'll let them introduce the lineups for tonight's game.
And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 18, Sean McCullough. On the mound for the Bowie Bulldogs tonight, number 13, Patrick Callipy. And the rest of the Bowie Bulldogs, their head coach, Sam DeGilia, their assistant coach, Steve Velasquez. And now, the starting lineups for your Westlake Chaparrals. Leading off, your left fielder, number 4, Ethan Wilfong. Batting second, the second baseman, number 14, Theo Gillen. Batting third, at third base, number 17, Reese McCray. In the cleanup spot, at first base, number 34, Braden Davis. Batting fifth in right field, number 19, Cole May. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 32, Major Ritchie. Batting seventh in center field, number 15, Chapel Stewart. Batting eighth, your catcher, number 31, Nathan Duvall. And on the mound for the Westlake Chaparrals, number 21, Chance Covert. Your shortstop, number 13, Mike Lustina. And the rest of the Westlake Chaparrals. Their head coach, J.T. Blair, assisted by Boomer Collins and Tyler Vale. At this time, please rise. If you're wearing a cap or a hat, please remove it. Pay attention to the right center field power alley as we honor America with a playing of our national anthem.
Play ball.
And the good old play ball from our Westlake announcers in the booth there. Well, folks, I'm going to blame Laura Starkey on this one. And yeah, we're going to let her take the loss on this. Actually, it is just a two-way tie right now in our district, and it's just between us and Westlake. Excuse me, us and Lake Travis. With our win yesterday over Westlake, we jumped them in the lead, and Hayes, who actually played Lake Travis last week, I apologize, I didn't get this update. Hayes dropped both games to Westlake, to Lake Travis. Lake Travis won 4-3 on Tuesday. Then on Friday, they beat Hayes 12-7, which moves Hayes out. You can say hi, it's okay. So rude, man. A friend comes up to say hi to Laura. She's like, huh.
I'm like, no.
Here's the hand. I'm not talking to you. I can see her heart broken. Just put down. So, two-way tie between us and Lake Travis. Lake Travis is facing Austin High this week, where they beat them 6-1 on Tuesday, and are playing Austin High here again now. So that's there we go. Before we start, folks, we do want to give, as always, a big shout out to our sponsors. And first up, we'll give a shout out to our big Vype Spring Sports sponsor. It's going to be Academy Sports and Outdoors. For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Academy, everybody knows Academy. If you don't know Academy, then yeah.
Something's wrong if you don't know Academy.
Yeah, I go to Academy just for the heck of it.
Oh, yeah.
You
just
know?
to walk around, get your steps in.
I actually almost went today. I was going to Best Buy to pick something up in San Marcos. And for my brother, and as I was driving, I said, I might go get some lunch at like Panda Express or something. And I looked, I said, there's Academy. It's like, I could use a new scorebook, And I mean, I'm not even halfway through this one, but any reason.
But it's like, do you really need that?
Exactly. It's a headache to hear about it later. So it's one of those, what's worse, right? Enjoy it now or pay for it later, as the Chaparrals and Chance Covert up on the mound, finally done warming up. Nathaniel Bright will be here to lead off for your Bulldogs. Bright having an outstanding day yesterday, going 3 for 3, including the RBI single back into second, which gave the Bulldogs the win on Tuesday. I said yesterday again, didn't I? As the first one is a little chopper towards second. Throw to first is barely in time.
Gillen with the ground out for out number one.
And that'll be out number one, as Bright wasting no time taking a crack at the first pitch. So up next, folks, we're going to have Mason Winters Winters, he was a part of that odd first inning interference, looking at you funny call. So my stats are all crazy there. As that first one is going to catch the box, we called for strike one. So top of the first here, folks. One out after Bright grounds out towards second. There's another bouncer over towards Covert on the mound. Winters trying to run it out, not in time. That'll be out number two.
That brings up the DH, number 15, Brody Miller.
You know, he's talking before I say anything. Just mute the crowd mic. And well, as you heard, folks, number 15, Brody Miller, making his way out. He's going to be the DH for Callipy here this evening as he looks to see what Covert has for him here on the first pitch. That one really inside as he had to scooch out of the way. Count goes 1-0.
He's got some reflexes over there.
He did, because that would have hurt. That was right towards the hip if he wouldn't have moved. Covert with the 1-0 pitch and taking a nice hit on that one. It's going to fly way, way, way foul down the left side. Count goes even at 1-1. So top of the first, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And no runners on here for your Bulldogs. As Miller's up at the plate, waiting for the 1-1 pitch from Covert. That one dropping over the middle as Miller gets behind the count 1-2. And we did not see Miller on Tuesday. That's Covert with the pitch. A big swing and a miss. And down go the Bulldogs, 1-2-3. As Miller goes down swinging. They're out number 3.
No hits, no errors, and nobody left on base.
So Starkey will be set to lead off here in the second once we get through. For the Westlake Chaparrals, Ethan Wilfang will be set to lead off. Theo Gillen will be right behind him. And Reese McRae batting third. Braden Davis batting cleanup. Cole May right behind him. Major Ritchie batting 6th. Shaffel Stewart behind him. Nathan Duvall batting 8th. And Chance Covert batting 9th. Major Ritchie is a designated hitter, which I may have mentioned at some point in time. And again, really, really odd. You don't see it too often. He is the DH for Mike Lustina, who is the shortstop. So normally the shortstop is one of the top 3 that sets up. But not the case here for the Chaps. As Callipy making his way out, like we said, kind of had a slow start against the Cardinals last week. Getting the call again, though, and you see him now warming up. He's looking pretty good. Yeah, nothing for me?
I mean, he's looking really good to me. During warm-ups, he was focused and engaged. Looks like a lot of pitches were working for him. I'm excited to see him on the mound tonight.
He was. Like I said, we were sitting by the dugout pregame, waiting for the lineups, and Coach DeGelia was getting the guys, fired up and out on the field, and we were watching him warm up a bit, and you're right. He's looking really smooth this afternoon, and you see him kind of stretch his arm out there. But he's going to have a tough lineup going up, or a tough batting order at least.
I think Patrick's going to do a really good job of composing himself. I mean, this is going to be an intense game with high emotions. And he's a junior this year, so he's got some leadership skills under his belt. And I think he's going to do really well tonight.
Well, and this is a big game, and as a junior going into your senior, you want to be, again, a prime example of a leader. This is what the teammates look at, is see how you show up against the big game. Again, this is one of the 2 big games now, if you will, series at least, as we'll see Lake Travis in a couple weeks. With that being said, we've got some opposing coaches around, as always. Taking a quick look from the outside in that little building right there on the right side. I saw a couple Aikens coaches. I think Aikens next week, isn't it?
I do not know off the top of my head.
All right, it's all right.
My bad.
We'll find out. That's Callipy with the first pitch. That one's swung on. It's a high fly towards right field. And able to get underneath it and bring that one in is Tyler Thomason, having to do a hustle to get there.
I think second baseman Sean McCullough actually grabbed that.
Did he get back
there? That was
there?
a great catch.
He sure as heck did. I thought Thomason got there in time.
I think he was sliding out of the way so he didn't trip Sean.
Up next, the second
Well, that
baseman,
changes
number
up because now
14,
that's a pop-up. Well, Will Finks swinging at the first thing he sees from Callipy. Will be out number 1 thanks to Sean McCullough. And Theo Gillen is up on the mound, on the plate now. That one's going to drop. It's going to drop way in front of Starkey. That'll be ball 1. Gillen went 0 for 3 on Tuesday, all 3 strikeouts. As that one's going to be a little too high for our umpire. Count goes 2-0 here for Callipy. Here's the pitch. There's a little hard bouncer towards Callipy with a little toss over to Rodriguez at first. We're out number 1.
You talk about some
Star two.
reflexes right there. That was impressive.
And that really was, because that was a bullet toward him, and he was able to glove that. It made it look easy.
He's like, hey, I got it. No biggie.
Well, and he tried to leg out Gillen there, and he just wasn't going to happen. Gillen's one of the speedsters here for the Chaparrals. As Reese McRae's up on the plate now. Doesn't quite bite at that one. Count goes 1-0 here for Callipy. So much like Tuesday's game, except for the craziness there at the top, as that one gets called for strike 1. Not much action here from the bats. It's really a pitcher's duel. McRae back to the plate. Callipy with the 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be outside again. Trying to get him to reach. No luck. Count goes 2-1. McRae went 1 for 3 on Tuesday with a single near the end. That one gets called for strike 2. Counts even now at 2-2. McRae actually singled in the 7th. Was caught stealing. Out number 2 is a big swing. Will be strike number 3. And your first inning for both teams in with some swinging strikeouts. But that'll do it. So after 1 inning, score is 0-0 here at Warner Field. Folks, we'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
In high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts. But did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Well, folks, 1 inning down, and we're still knotted up at 0 here at Warner Field. Your Bulldogs are looking to sweep the Chaparrals and hopefully take game 2, which will bring down a heck of a showdown in 2 weeks. Next week, we are looking at the Aikens Eagles. A Thursday, Friday matchup, and for what I hear, it's just because of some testing, I guess on Monday or Tuesday, per UIL rules. Not going to happen. No sports. So it will be on Thursday and Friday. And we'll be sure to remind you all the times here later near the end of our broadcast. For those listening at home, love to hear from you. Love to hear who you're listening for, where you're at, all that fun jazz. And you can actually reach me via email, aja.vype@gmail.com. And that's VYPE for Vype. And I'll be happy to say hi and answer any questions you have. So Starkey set to lead off here, top of the second for your Bulldogs, as he looks to face off against Covert, as that one is way outside. Starkey ahead in the count now, 1-0. On Tuesday, Starkey having a pretty okay game, went 1 for 2, singled in the first, and then was walked way back in the 6th and grounded out towards second mid-game as he takes a big hack at that one. Can't make contact, count goes even 1-1. As I'm sure you can hear the dugout from here. We were talking Tuesday. You love the mental game, the mental aspect of it. Is we saw Richie from first coming up, as that one is in the dirt. Starkey back ahead in the count now, 2-1. And it looked like Westlake Chaparrals brought a few extra players as well. We won't talk about that, though. As Covert gets set for the 2-1 pitch. Starkey grounding that one towards short. The throw to first is up high, and the drop is in time. It did not look like Davis
nice catch at first base for out number
hit
1.
that one, but thought ties go to the runner.
It was a close one.
It was a little close. That's going to be a grounded towards short for Starkey for out number 1.
Number 11, John Estrada.
John Estrada coming out to the plate as our umpire goes and warns the BOWIE dugout for something, and Coach Agility says okie dokie. And here we go. First pitch by Covert. It's going to be high and outside. Estrada ahead in the count 1-0, and Estrada was a part of that awkward first inning, bottom of the first at least, and I was going to say awkward on Tuesday's game, as here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to catch the plate. Count goes even at 1-1. So Estrada hit a really nice pitch yesterday, or Tuesday. On his way to first, the call was that he interfered with the catch by maybe stepping somewhere, as that one's really, really high and outside. Count was 2-1. So it was still kind of a weird.
It was really weird.
It was a weird thing, and Estrada got out because of it, which ended the first as runners were coming across. As that one catches the plate, count goes 2-2. So yeah, just a really weird. There was a couple weird innings.
Yeah.
But we're back to normal. Fingers crossed as Estrada looking at an even 2-2 count here with 1 out. Top of the second, score still 0-0. Estrada takes a chop at that one. It's going to drop into Covert's glove. Throw to first in time. And Estrada will be out number 2.
With a nice play at first base for out number 2. That brings up the left fielder number 1, Ben Merriman.
So Ben Merriman now making his way up to the plate. Merriman 1 for 3 yesterday as he flew out, popped out, and then doubled in the second. So not too bad at bat as he looks to take the first pitch here from Covert with 2 outs. Really nice pitch by Covert, comes back inside, catches the plate as Merriman gets behind the count, 0-1. Covert, and a big swing by Merriman. Count goes 0-2, and he's fallen behind early here against Covert. Danny Rodriguez will be set to bat next if Merriman can make his way to first. As he looks at the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be outside. Count goes 1-2. Merriman doing a good job. You're in a protect the plate mode here now, down in the count, and that was a tough one not to swing on. So here's the 1-2 pitch from Covert. That one is low and inside. Counts even at 2-2. So Merriman clawing his way back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. So that's good luck, right?
Yeah.
2-2, 2-2. If only Merriman was number 2. As he hits that one high, it's going to come behind us, and it's going to go over the net into the stands. Count stays 2-2. I like the audio. That was nice.
Yeah, nice sound effects.
I mean, they got to have that queued up quick. You know? You see it? Yeah. There's my glass breaking button. So we're going to do it again. Covert with the 2-2 pitch. It's high and outside. Count goes full, 3-2. And Merriman doing exactly what you want to do when you fall behind, and that's get right back in it. Burn some pitches. And here's the 3-2 pitch from Covert. And time is called and granted. There's your head game, right?
Yeah.
Getting his head real quick. No, you didn't want to throw that pitch. Think about that. There's Merriman back in the box. Here's the 3-2. Outside, and he made him think too much, apparently, as Merriman is the first runner on base.
That was a great at-bat. Really getting the pitcher's pitch count up, really working all the different pitches. That was a great at-bat.
And he really did, and he did it after going down 0-2 in the count, which is tough. So Danny Rodriguez making his way up to the plate now. We saw Rodriguez back in game 2 against Del Valle, where he went 1 for 2. A single in the 3rd, and a ground out to short in the 7th. Big swing by Rodriguez there. That one looked nice too. Couldn't quite make contact. Count goes 0-1 here for Rodriguez. Merriman over at first. 2 outs here, top of the 2nd, and we are still scoreless. Covert having to watch Merriman over there at first now. Here's the pitch. It's going to be low and outside. Counts even at 1-1. And you saw that double take. That's how they. That's how you know he's worried a little bit. Takes a look. Mound. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. There's Rodriguez back up to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs with Merriman over at first. Here's the pitch. And Rodriguez, another big swing. No contact made. Count goes 1-2. And Covert, 1 more strike away from getting out of the inning after walking a batter. Covert doing a quick check over at Merriman. Another time called by Rodriguez and granted. He had to clean his shoe. You saw that? He had some wet dirt in his cleats. That's all it was. He's back to the plate. Goes Rodriguez. And here's your 1-2 pitch. That one's going to peg him in the shoulder, and off he goes. There's Rodriguez. Takes that one.
Little 2-out rally, and Bruce won't hurt you. You're good.
That's right. Not going to hurt you. Make your way over, and here's your 2-out rally that Miss Starkey here is well known for. Because once you said it, it happens. It's crazy. And here comes Tyler Thomason. Thomason was able to bat once our last game. He came in as the DH. He lined out towards second. And then we saw him game 2 against Del Valle as he takes a quick time and he's going to get reset. Up against Del Valle, he went 1 for 3. Grounded out towards short and then singled. So he's got a knack for hitting that one. There's a nice, high, hard hit ball towards right field. And Merriman's going to come across after he rounded third. Ignoring the stop call and just taking it to the house is Merriman. And the Bulldogs take an early 1-0 lead here in the 2nd.
You know, I like to see it. Merriman took a risk, even though he saw that stop sign. He's like, no, coach, I got it. I got some wheels on me. He knew he could make it to home base.
Well, and it's one of those where, all right, son, you're going to ignore that call, then you do it. But if you don't make it, he's going to have a nice workout set when he shows up tomorrow to practice. Luckily, though, he made it across. And here comes Sean McCullough batting 9th, second baseman, as the Chaparrals call a quick time, and they come out to Covert to have a little powwow at the mound.
Yeah, that was a great, solid hit by Tyler Thompson. I mean, you talk about senior leadership right there. 2-out rally in the bottom of the 2nd. You had runners in scoring position. You needed to get a run in, and he did that. He executed very well.
And he really did. And in a clutch situation with 2 outs, you've got to be careful. But no worry as Merriman put on the Jets and made it across for the score. So a nice 1-0 lead. And Tyler will be credited with the first hit of the game on that one. So an RBI single. And here comes McCullough out to the plate. Covert having to check all runners now. That one's going to be a little too low. So it goes 1-0.
Okay, let's look for one here, Sean. Let's go. Eyes up there. 2 down.
There's a 1-0 pitch from Covert. McCullough's going to bounce that one over to short. The throw to first is not in time as McCullough's able to leg that one out. And bases loaded. Top of the order now as Stanley O'Bright makes his way out to the plate. talk about, man, they must have had some good conditioning this week as McCullough legged out that huge throw from Mike Listino. And it was a nice throw. Good field, nice set with the throw, just not in time as Fanio Bright grounded out towards second back in the first. I say back in the first, that was just the last inning. But looking to make some contact. Again, he went 3 for 3 on Tuesday's matchup. And so his bat's probably still a little warm. So 2 outs still. Here's the first one. There's a nice liner. Ooh, that's going to peg Rodriguez in the
That's going to sting.
shin.
Not going to lie.
Yeah, it is. That's, yeah, that one's like, oh. Bright, just making sure he's awake over at third. We'll most likely have a pitch runner. You saw Coach DeGelia do a little hop, too, as he had to jump out of the way. Rodriguez, like I said, took that one pretty hard. We'll see if we get a pinch runner in, which I don't see why we wouldn't. But 2 outs. Top of the second. 1 strike. Rodriguez.
All right, 3, let's go. You're on it. Come on.
Says you owe me for that one to Bright.
You owe me Whataburger after
That's
this,
right.
okay?
I want some chicken strips as Rodriguez is going to stay out there. Here's the pitch. And that's going to curve inside and hit the plate for strike 1. Or strike 2, excuse me.
You got it, 3. You got it, 3.
So counts 0-2 after that foul and that nice little curve back inside. No balls, 2 outs, bases loaded. And Bulldogs with a 1-0 lead, hoping to add some more to it if they can. And Bright taking a hack at that one. He kind of had to at that. He was already moving, so count stays 0-2 here for Bright. So recap, folks. Rodriguez hit by the pitch and hit by a swing here by Bright, but he's over at third. Thompson's over at second, and McCullough's at first. And then Bright, top of the order, is up at the plate. Here's the 0-2. As that was a burn pitch there by Covert. Kind of goes 1-2.
Let's go, 3. Let's bring some guys in.
Covert getting the call. Here's the pitch to Bright. Bright taking a hack at that one. It's going to go down the left baseline, foul.
Nice work, 3. Make it work.
Count's going to stay 1-2. So Rodriguez, Thompson, McCullough, and Bright. As Duvall's going to call a quick time and come talk to Covert. And again, there's that hit game. It comes from both sides. Did you hear the Bulldog dugout say, "Oh"? That's that getting his head early if he can. And again, 90% mental, 10% physical, as Coach Jelly mentioned in our interview Tuesday. I'm going to keep saying yesterday. It's going to happen.
Let's go, 3.
It's okay. I think our listeners and viewers are used to it by now.
Yeah, let's say, you know where we're at. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's Bright. Looks for the pitch from Covert. That one's going to get hit towards the right field. It's going to drop in front. 1 run's going to come across. Here comes Thompson. McCullough gets the hold up and a double for Bright as he legs it all the way to second. As 2 more runs come across. As Rodriguez just strolled across home plate. Thompson had to actually leg that one out. So McCullough's going to make his way to third. Bright with a nice double. A 2 RBI double.
I love 2-out rallies.
Oh, man.
They're great.
It's happening as Mason Winters is now at the plate. We had a little bouncer towards Covert in the first. Trying to bring that run home as that was going to be low and in the dirt. Count goes 1-0. Wants to bring McCullough home if he can. Bright, too. I am assuming Bright's going to get the green light if we get a hit here.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Well, and he's got the speed, too. So tack on 2 more if we can. So it counts 1-0. Here's the pitch from Covert. That one's going to be low and outside. As Winters gets ahead in the count, 2-0. Oh, I'm going to stand up because I don't like sitting down here. So they got us with a nice, right by the cage, and it's got like a little shield in front of it. As Covert checks down, here's the pitch. There's a little bouncer down the first baseline. That's going to roll foul. Count goes 1-2 and or 1-1, excuse me. Actually, should be 2-1. Why hasn't the scoreboard guy updated that?
Go, pick him up, go.
Yeah, 2-1s. Even our umpire's signaling like, hey, there you go. There it is. So Winters with a 2-1 count. Again, folks, he grounded out. He did hit a nice hit towards Covert there back in the first, and Covert just doing some nice reaction time as that one comes high and outside. Winters ahead in the count 3-1, and Covert in danger of walking the bases loaded if he cannot throw a strike here against Winters. So McCullough over at third, Bright at second. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the second. As that one gets swung on and shot foul. Count goes full 3-2. As you hear Coach DeGelia yelling out, hang in there, you got it. Wait, keep it going, get the pitch you want. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. McCullough at third, Bright at second, Winters at the plate. As here's the 3-2 pitch. That one's going to be outside, and bases are loaded yet again after a nice at-bat there by Winters. Here comes DH Brody Miller. He took a couple big swings back in the first, couldn't make contact and struck out swinging. He's going to come back and take a quick chat with Coach DeGelia. With bases loaded, you got to take advantage. You cannot leave runners on base in a game that's as big as this one for District.
Yeah, you need to blow this game open right here.
Oh, Miller, southpaw batter. Which is usually fun when you go against a southpaw pitcher. So McCullough at third, Bright at second, Winters at first. And here's the pitch to Miller. He's going to get the call to take that one. Count's going to go 0-1. Starkey will be up next. As you see him, I don't know if you can see him in our camera, but he's warming up in full gear as that one's going to get chopped, and the whole crowd in front of us backs up in fear. It's not a metal net here, folks, like at home. This is
it's not a big loud boom.
Yeah. As Miller gets behind in the count now, 0-2, with 2 outs here, top of the second, and 3 runners on. And there's a big hit by Miller. It's going towards right field and able to slide and bring that one in. It's going to be right fielder Cole May, and that'll do it for out number 3. And your Bulldogs batting through the order here, top of the second, as everybody comes around. But 3 runners are left on. 2 hits, 3 hits, 3 hits, 3 hits, no errors. And 3 runners left on, but 3 runs come across, and your Bulldogs take a 3-0 lead. We'll hang out here as we see Callipee warming up, as it is middle of the second, and we'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors, or a sponsor. See which one we're going to talk about today. Let's talk about Big Tuna Interactive. Big Tuna Interactive specializes in Drupal website development and site optimizations. Reach out today and see how Big Tuna Interactive can help make your online marketing programs more valuable and can help you achieve your goals in 2021. That's BigTunaInteractive.com. That's one of your BOWIE baseball sponsors here for spring 2021. So Starkey will be set to lead off in the third. Top of the third, we come back out. As the Chaparrals get another crack at Callipee, who's hasn't been too bad. No hits, 1 strikeout. And that was really the first, because not much else has open. So Braden Davis will be set to lead off for the Chaparrals, followed by Cole May, who made that an awesome sliding catch over there in right field for the third out. And then Major Ritchie will be batting third. Chapel Stewart will be set to bat fourth if he's able to get up and make it to the plate.
Leading off for the Chaps in the bottom of the second, first baseman, number 34, Braden Davis.
I already said that. Thank you very much. He must be listening to our broadcast, right?
Of course.
Callipy gonna take a quick step and call Starkey to the mound. They're gonna get some communication on what this little pitch order is gonna look like. Well, that's one thing to remember, folks, is, you know, there's a lot of prep work that comes into this game. Especially a big game like this one, you know who you're going up against, you know their tendencies, you know where you want your positioning to be, as that one's going to be low and outside. Count goes 1-0. I should have brought a jacket. It's getting chilly. That was a big swing and a miss by Davis. Count goes even at 1-1.
I will say it would be 10 times colder if the wind was blowing.
Yeah.
Like it has been the past, 3 weeks.
Exactly, right. Here's the 1-1, and almost making an offer there is Davis. He pulls back in time, though. Counts goes 2-1. Yeah, that's one thing I was talking to a couple friends of mine on Wednesday is that, you know, I think Burger Baseball Stadium must be contracted with, you know, Elon Musk and Tesla when they moved in as one of their wind tunnels, because it is it's just there.
Yeah.
And it's nonstop, and it's hard to bat, too. As Davis takes a crack at that one, count goes even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the second, Bulldogs with 3-0 lead over the Chaparrals after a big second inning for the offense. It's Callipy with the 2-2 pitch. He's going to drop outside again, trying to get Davis to reach. Not going to happen. Count goes full 3-2. Quick time called. Davis going to get reset. And here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Davis. And that'll go as out number 1. And another strikeout there for Callipy. Cole May is going to make his way out now.
Next up for the Chaps, number 19, right fielder.
Yeah, they get
Cole May.
music to jam out to when they walk out, huh?
It's got to get him hype.
That's right. There's that one over the plate for strike 1. Cole May, didn't see him on Tuesday. He went 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. He was also walked in the 7th. There's a quick discussion, and we're back at it. Callipy with the 0-1. That one going to be a little too high for our umpire. Count goes even at 1-1. Callipy with the 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss by Cole May. As Callipy gets ahead in the count 1-2. So no runners on, bottom of the second. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. As Callipy gets set for the pitch. Another swing and a miss. It's a drop strikeout. Starkey with the throw. And Davis not even going to try that one, as he will go down as out number 2 with that strikeout. As Major Ritchie, designated hitter, no longer, not first base yet. He may be moved around. We'll see. He makes his way out to the plate. Major Ritchie got 2 cracks at it on Tuesday. He struck out both times at the plate. As Callipy with the first pitch, and then a big swing and a miss. As Callipy's ahead in the count 0-1. Callipy getting set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nice, beautiful pitch over the plate for strike 2. Callipy with the 0-2 pitch. And that one's going to be a little too low. Trying to get Richie to swing at that one. No go as count goes 1 and 2. I like those pitches as Major Richie's not afraid to swing at something if he thinks it looks good. As here's the 1-2 pitch from Callipy. Nope, I take that back. Richie's going to call a quick time and fix his gloves. Not even going to pat the shoes, huh? Man. Don't you gotta pat the shoes, get the dirt off, and get reset? Right?
I feel like that's part of the routine that everyone does.
Right before you come up, you gotta get ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a chopper towards Rodriguez. He gets in front of it. Can't quite glove it though. There's Richie. Will make his way over to first on a single, which will bring up Chappell Stewart. Chappell Stewart, center fielder. 0 for 3 yesterday. Strikeout swinging, and he struck out looking back in the 7th. So 2 outs, 1 runner on, and Richie over at first. And Chappell Stewart at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's going to get called for strike 1. It looked like Richie was thinking about it, as he took a big hop after that pitch was thrown. Actually, he might have taken it in the windup, right?
Maybe.
There's a throw. Yep, see, yeah, Callipy saw it too as a throw to first, not in time. We'll get reset and do it again. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 down here, bottom of the 2nd. Bulldogs with a 3-0 lead. That one's going to be just a bit outside.
That was a close one.
That was a close one. I always got to remember kind of our positioning and how we see it sometimes. And yeah, that was actually really close, but not going to get the call. And Stewart not going to offer a swing at it. Counts 1-1 here. Here's the pitch. And that one looked like a pretty decent pitch too, but no call. Count goes 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Callipy getting set. That one's going to be low and inside. Getting away from Starkey. Richie's going to round second. And he's going to go ahead and make his way to third. Estrada waiting for the pitch. Throw, he gets it. And the tag. Whoa, is a no call. He was safe. Estrada had it, and he tagged him, and he doesn't get the call. What a throw by Starkey from the Westlake dugout is what it looked like. A on-the-money throw. As I don't know about that takeoff sound that was just played, as that throw was excellent. Estrada looked like he had a good tag. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That one's going to get chopped foul. Hey, here comes some breaking glass. That's going to go into the football field and see if we hear it.
You know, it's so critical for the catchers, especially in this stadium, to stop balls that are in the dirt. The backstop behind home plate is so far away that what just happened could happen again.
It really is. And as you can see in the camera, folks, there's get that big old Westlake logo there. Here's a full count pitch. A high fly ball towards center field. That's going to go over the head of Bright as Richie will score. Stewart sliding into third as he's going to get an RBI triple after Richie makes his way home, and the Chaparrals are going to close the gap ever so slightly as the Bulldogs still have a 3-1 lead here bottom of the 2nd as Starkey makes his way to the mound, as do Rodriguez and company. McCullough was there. Estrada came in. Winters came in.
You know, right now I'm just like, take a deep breath. Patrick, focus on the batter. You have 2 outs. Get out of this inning. No harm done.
And that's really what it is. Giving up 1 run is not as bad. But with Chappell Stewart now over at third, you got to be careful with it. As Duvall's up next, catcher for the Chaparrals. He takes a big swing at that one. No contact made. Count goes 0-1. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be low and inside. And Starkey doing a good job of getting in front of that one and making sure it doesn't go behind him this time.
Hey, you live and learn.
You really do, as Stewart was looking like he wanted to take off as soon as that would have gone behind him. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be high and outside. Count goes 2-1. Callipy looking to recompose himself after giving up 1 run so far. That was a nice triple. Good hit, though, as that one's hit. A high fly towards right field. Thompson getting underneath it. Brings that one in. And that'll be out. Number 3. So it could have been a lot worse. Turns out just to be a little sting, right? Not too bad.
1 man left on base, and after 2 complete,
So 1 hit.
Bulldogs 3, Chaps.
Oh, they gave an error for the Richie single, but I didn't give them an error, so we're not going to. They don't know what they're talking about. 1 runner left on, 1 hit, and that'll do it for the Chaps here in the second. So 2 innings down, 5 more to go, folks. Your Bulldogs lead the Chaparrals 3-1. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
All right, folks, 3rd inning set to get underway. I was approached by a parent who had heard me. He said, nah, that was an error. That was an error that we unfortunately have to give to Rodriguez over at first. And I don't agree with it, but hey. So 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on for Callipy. And here comes Starkey. Travis Starkey had to take the gear off now this time. As he makes his way out here for the top of the 3rd. John Estrada will be right behind them, followed by Ben Merriman. Merriman walked after 2 outs in our last inning, started the rally. So we'll see if Starkey can get on here as he looks here at the first pitch of the 3rd. Takes a hack at that one. It's going to get popped foul. Count goes 0-1. Starkey grounded out towards short in the 2nd inning.
And it was a close call at first his last time up.
It really was. It was a little bit of tight. We thought, runners get the tie, but maybe it's a home field thing, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. The 0-1 pitch is not going to catch the zone there. Count goes 2-1, or 2-0, excuse me. Or 1-1. Man, I'm just losing the count. That's the one thing you can't do when you're calling baseball. You don't lose the count.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1-1. As here's the pitch from Covert. Starkey take another hack at that one. Drops it foul. Count goes 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here, top of the 3rd. Travis Starkey lead off at the plate now. Bulldogs with a 3-1 lead. They'll need some padding on that, though, if they want to keep going, as that one was low and in the dirt. Count goes even at 2-2. Covert getting set for the 2-2 pitch. As that one's inside, and I thought it might have hit him on that one, but I guess not.
I guess the ball magnet wasn't in effect for that pitch.
Yeah, I guess it was. He must not have the magnet on the day. As Starkey, who's known for just having balls go right at him for some reason, hitting him in his shoulder, hitting him in his chest.
Him and a baseball have a very loving relationship. They're really close.
Really, really close where he gets on base a lot. Here's your 3-2 pitch. That one's going to catch the plate. Starkey will go down looking for out number 1.
Covert with the strikeout for out number 1.
John Estrada,
third baseman number 11,
coming up
John
next. Estrada had a little grounder back to Covert. He did a nice job feeling it and a nice toss over to first. Looks to hopefully get on base this time, though, as it's just 1 out here, top of the 3rd. Estrada, and here's the pitch. That one's way outside. Looks like he got away from Covert there. Count goes 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Top of the 3rd. And here's the pitch from Covert. Estrada gets a little piece of that one. Count goes even at 1-1. Quick little exchange there at the plate. Estrada waiting for the 1-1 pitch from Covert. And a big swing at that one, and I would have swung at that too. That one just looked too nice to let go. Estrada taking a big rip. Can't make contact. Count goes 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Covert. Another swing and a miss. And Estrada will go down swinging for out number 2. Covert
Up next,
looking a little bit more relaxed at the mound. As Merriman comes out, as you hear our crowd yell, another 2-out rally, because that's exactly what happened back in the second. Merriman walked. Rodriguez got pegged. And then Thompson, McCullough, and Bright with some hits and bringing in some runs. As here's the pitch to Merriman. Low and inside. And unlike last time, Merriman ahead in the count 1-0. What is that? Goose? I hear. Is that a duck call? Big swing on the liner towards the BOWIE dugout.
I wonder if one of the players had those like rubber chickens that you get from Walmart.
That's what it sounds like. Oh man.
Yeah, you got to keep. It's entertaining.
It really is.
Or maybe it's coming from someone's mouth. I don't know. I mean, John Estrada likes to bark a lot, so it.
As that one's going to go a little bit outside. Count goes 2-1. Yeah, I like it. I dig it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the third. No runners on, and Merriman at the plate. There's the pitch. Merriman, a little bit of piece of that one. It's going to go foul. Count goes even at 2-2. So Merriman, first run to come across of the game as he was walked back in the second. That was going to be low and outside. And just as before, Merriman working the count full now. 3-2. And this one has to be, some heat going over the plate because you cannot walk him again. And there it was, and Merriman did a good job of ripping that one, getting a piece of it. Count's going to stay 3-2 as that one foul, but you got to think you got to strike him out, or you cannot walk him again, or else that's going to get in your head. As Covert with a 3-2 pitch. That one's going to get hit. That's high. It's going to go towards center. It's looking like center fielder's going to get underneath it, and he almost falls down with it. That'll be a fly out.
Chapel Stewart with the
Chapel Stewart comes up and gets it. Thank you, Mr. Announcer guy. That'll be out number 3. Top of the third down, bottom of the third coming up. The Bulldogs with a 3-1 lead over the Westlake Chaparrals. Let's take a short break. Yeah, we'll take a quick break, folks. We'll be right back for the bottom of the third. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
All right, folks. Bottom of the third. Set to get underway. Patrick Callipy back on the mound. Doing pretty good so far. Only 1 hit given up. And yeah, he's looking a lot more comfortable than he did game 2 against Del Valle. So good to see him back out. Good to see him nice and loose as the Westlake coach comes up and talks to our Blue about something. So a note's being made. We might have some movement around. We'll see what happens. But Chance Covert, which is the reason I say it, he's set to bat first as, here comes Maybe a pinch hitter.
Your attention, batting for the Shaps, number 24, Noah Cannon.
So we'll see what happens as number 24, Noah Cannon, is out on the plate. If that's the case, that means Major Rich is going to have to come out, or going to actually have to go to a position now. So we'll see, as he was the DH back in the second. So Noah Cannon out to the plate. Callipy can't quite catch the box on that one. He goes behind the count, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Callipy. Big swing and a miss by Cannon. Counts even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Callipy. That one's going to be high. Couldn't quite get the drop he was looking for as he goes back behind the count, 2-1. There's a nice little liner down the third baseline. It's going to bounce foul. Count goes even at 2-2 for Cannon. Callipy working his way back. So interesting, not allowing Covert to bat. I wonder what's going to happen here defensively for the Shaps. I guess we'll wait and see. As here's the 2-2 pitch from Callipy. A swing and a miss by Noah Cannon. That was a gorgeous pitch. And Cannon goes down as out number 1. So top of the order now due up for Westlake. As Ethan Wilfang will make his way out. He popped out towards second as last time at bat in the first. Theo Gillen will be right behind him, batting third. Here's a pitch, a swing and a miss by Wilfang. As Callipy gets ahead in the count, 0-1. Here's the pitch, that one's going to be outside. Count goes even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Callipy. Another swing and a miss by Wilfang. As Callipy gets ahead in the count now, 1-2.
Nice work, Patrick.
And oh, can't get the call there.
Pretty pitch.
That was a nice pitch. Count goes even at 2-2. Callipy with the 2-2 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss by Wilfang. As that's out number 2. As here comes Theo Gillen.
This is my favorite walk-up song so far.
Second baseman, number 14.
Oh,
oh, that was awesome.
That was nice. Here's the first pitch to Gillen. That one's going to be low and in the dirt. Counts 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Bulldogs with a 3-1 lead. No runners on, and Theo Gillen at the plate for Westlake. That one's going to be just a little too high. Callipy behind the count now, 2-0. Callipy, a little too far outside. Counts 3-0. Gillen showing some patience there and discipline by not really offering anything at those first 3 pitches. As there's a good old faithful heater down the middle for strike 1. Gillen. We'll see if he takes this second pitch or not. Most likely he will, from what I've seen. Nope, he takes a crack at it. It's going down left field, trying to leg it out and unable to get to it. It's going to drop just out the outstretched arms of Merriman. Oda Estrada is good, and Gillen with a 2-out double.
It looked like to me that Merriman actually lost his footing while running after that ball.
I think he did, and I think he lost it so much that his hat fell off as well. As you see him having to
Now batting third baseman number 17.
Having to pick everything back up. So Reese McRae up. He struck out swinging back in the first. Third baseman with 2 outs here, bottom of the third. And now 1 runner on in scoring position in Theo Gillen after that double. There's another hit down the left line. That's going to go foul. Gillen will have to trot all the way back over to second as he had rounded third and was trying to make his way in. McRae will do the same as he trots back from first. As Coach Vasquez and Starkey make their way up to the mound. Yep. I love when they play stuff like this. Well, we'll keep you filled up. Our next game, folks, is going to be April 8th. Both games next week are going to be at Berger as we take on the Aikens Eagles. First one's going to be Thursday for the 7:30 first pitch. Friday will be a 5 o'clock first pitch. And we'll be there. So McRae watching that one go by. Counts even at 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Bulldogs with a 3-1 lead. Theo Gillen over at second. And Reese McRae at the plate now. Again, folks, McRae struck out swinging back in the first. Callipy hoping to do the same as a quick time is called. And we'll get reset, right? Get in your head a little bit, right?
Yeah. Mental part of the game.
Mental part of the game. That is true. So I'm trying to get some info on this Lake Travis game, but nothing's coming up. That one's a bouncer towards Winters. He gets that one to throw to first, is in time. And a nice throw by Winters. And that's going to be out number 3. So 1 hit, no errors, one man left on base. This guy's throwing me off. Can't talk when he talks. It's crazy. So 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on. And Danny Rodriguez will be set to lead off for the Bowie Bulldogs. Here in the 4th. So as the 4th is almost underway, shout out to our sponsor, Syntex Maintenance Service, one of our Bulldog players, family sponsors here. We'll have to have them, as well as Mogul and Purcell Financial. With over 40 years of experience in financial services, Mogul and Purcell Financial can help you address your needs of today and for many years to come. Mogul and Purcell Financial, live for today, plan for tomorrow. As Lake Travis needs to get out of here. Yeah, one of the coaches coming. You know, you come to the game and you actually wear the gear. It's like, man, that's I like it. That's brave. As they got their scouting report in, it looks like, and making their way out. So it looks like Covert is on the mound. So let's see where the moves are. Davis is over at first. I don't know who number 17 is. Or is that 13?
Leading off for the Bulldogs at the top of the 4th. First baseman number 17.
I am. Gillen's over at second. McRae still at third. Westina's still there. Yeah, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out with the DH spot being switched up, because again, Richie didn't, he was the DH, but Covert didn't bat ninth like he was going to. As the first pitch to Danny Rodriguez will be called for ball 1. So I don't know. We'll have to figure out what's going to happen. I'll have to send you on a mission. As Covert with the 1-0 pitch, he's going to catch the plate. Count goes even at 1-1. Rodriguez hit by pitch his last at bat. He was able to make his way over to first with these as he calls a quick time. Covert with the pitch. That one looked a little low, and Rodriguez thought so too. Doesn't get the call though. As count goes 1-2, as that's going to be a strike 2 for Rodriguez. Yeah, that looks a little too low to me. Yeah, a little too low. So here's the 1-2 pitch from Covert to Rodriguez. Rodriguez taking a crack at that one. Almost nipping Coach Vasquez there at first. Count's going to stay 1-2. Rodriguez, one of the runs that came across to add on to this 3-1 lead for your Bulldogs as he gets set back in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, top of the 4th, and a quick time called as well. And we'll get reset again after the reset, and we'll do it again. Here's the 1-2 from Covert. I'm going to say that one, which looked inside as well. We'll catch Rodriguez looking. He'll be out number 1 here, top of the 4th.
Number 1 brings up the right fielder, number 9, Tyler Thomason.
Thompson making his way out. He singled in the second. So 1 out, no runners on. And Tyler Thompson at the plate as he calls a quick time. And gets back in the box. That one's going to be way outside. Thomason gets ahead in the count 1-0. Thomason watching that one go by for strike 1. Counts even, 1-1 now. It's Covert with the pitch. Another outside pitch by Covert. Thomason watches go by. Count goes 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Still top of the 4th. No runners on. Tyler Thomason at the plate as he watches that one go by high and a little outside. Thomason's ahead in the count now, 3-1. Nice at bat so far for him. As we'll see if he takes this one. It's the 3-1. It's kind of a 50-50 whether you take or swing, and he's going to get the call to swing. It's going to go behind him. Count goes full, 3-2. My hands are cold.
I know, mine too.
They got really cold really fast here. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Covert to Thomason. That was really outside. Gets away from Duvall. It's a nice hustle, even though nobody was on. Thompson with the walk.
Next up, the second baseman, number 18, Sean McCullough.
So Sean McCullough up next. He singled in the second with 1 out and 1 runner on. It is chilly out here, folks. So for those who didn't make it, it's a good thing, right?
Yeah. You're outside in the parking lot. You're in your warm car listening to us.
Listening to you. Just get some of that hot chocolate ready for me, right?
Yeah.
As McCullough hits that one towards right field, it's going to drop into the glove of Stewart. And off towards home goes Thomason. He's going to touch, and okay, I'm confused here as McCullough makes his way to second. I think they're saying it touched the ground and bounced into his glove is what they're saying. And well, coach for Westlake comes out, has a few words. And yeah, we're going to get another powwow here in front of the home plate. See what the call is going to be. I don't want to make my notes on here because last time I did that, I had to pretty much erase the whole first inning after that interference by Estrada. And safe is the call. So McCullough with a single. He's going to leg it out to second. And an excellent heads-up and coaching play by Thomason over at first, and he comes all the way around and scores. The Bulldogs take a 4-1 lead over the Westlake Chaparrals.
You know, that's a good job on Tyler Thompson's part, being aware of that. The umpire said that that was not a catch, and going to home plate.
And keep going. So top of the order now coming out. Stanio Bright makes his way to the plate. Bright with a nice single back in the second. A 2 RBI single. And then a grounder over to second as well. So one for 2 so far. Betting 500 here in this game. See what he's got. As Covert checks McCullough over at second. The pitch, it's a little hopper between third and short. McCullough getting the hold call. That was a last second hold call there by Coach DeGelia. As he was, you saw his hand he was saying go, go, and then a slower go. And
it was an immediate stop. Like, no.
So McCullough over at third, runners on the corner. McCullough at third, Bright at second. And here comes Mason Winters, who was walked in the second. Did a good job of working the pitch count, drawing the walk. And he had a nice little hopper towards Covert on the mound in the first. But getting another crack at it now with 2 runners on base. So Covert now with a throw back over to first. Bright back in time. He's got the black jerseys on, right? Black jerseys are on today, so it's okay. We can hit the dirt. We can get all crazy. Although I don't think that's dirt, is it? Is it dirt? I don't think so.
Well, I'm not sure.
It's not moving like dirt, so I don't think it's dirt. We'll see.
Oh, the field?
Yeah, the field.
It's turf.
It's turf, right? Yeah. It's faux dirt. As Winters watches that one go by, counts 1-0 with 1 out.
You should have seen the boys after the game on Tuesday. Some of their jerseys and uniforms just covered in dirt, like Thania. From head to toe, he was just covered in dirt from sliding back to first.
On purpose, too, I bet.
Yeah.
You know, he could have walked to first, but no, he face first slid back into it.
Yeah, he's like, it's all for appearances. I got to make myself look cool.
That's right. It's like the tar as Bright takes off towards second. Duvall not even going to make a throw. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Mason Winters at the plate. 2 runners on. You got Bright at second, McCullough at third. I mean, perfect opportunity here for Winters to drive in a couple runs, especially with Bright at second. McCullough's got some wheels, but he doesn't have to have too much juice on him as he's right by home plate. But if Bright's going to make it around, he will. As Winters takes a big swing, can't make contact. Goes down in the count now, 1-2. Winters back up in the box. Here's the pitch from Covert. That one's going to drop high and outside. Counts even now at 2-2. And unfortunately, we don't have the pitch count little board there like we do over at Burger. So not too sure, but it seems like Covert's kind of burning through quite a few so far tonight. And he doesn't like the first one. He wants another as he gets a call he likes. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Covert to Winters. Winters taking a little hit at that one. I think it kind of hit close to the hands there as it's going to go foul. Count's going to stay 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 4th. Bright over at second, McCullough at third. Just 1 out. As Winters awaits the 2-2 pitch. And a big swing as that one looked nice too. Can't make contact. Winters goes down swinging for out number 2, which is going to bring up Brody Miller. Miller struck out swinging in the first and flew out towards right field in the second. Like get another chance here. Covert looking to try and get out of here if he can with more minimal damage as he did back in the second. Covert with the pitch. That one's going to be outside.
That was a good stop by the catcher.
That really was a good stop, and you see Miller immediately puts his hand up over to McCullough and says, don't even think about it, man. He's right there. He's got it. So here's the 1-0 pitch from Covert. That one's going to be inside. Miller ahead in the count now, 2-0. And you'd think he'd want to take a few pitches. You know, burn some more pitches here off of Covert. As Miller awaits the 2-0 pitch. That one's inside, and Miller looked ready to take that one in the knee if he had to. Count goes 3-0.
Hey, if you got to wear it, you got to wear it.
You do, and you know, Starkey's sitting there in the batter's circle with his guards on, so maybe he's going to bat with him, right?
Why not?
Why not?
A little extra protection.
Pitch. Yep. And Miller taking a swing at that between third and short. Here comes McCullough, Bright rounding third. He's going to make it in time. And there goes Miller to second. Miller in time, safe at second. And tag 2 more scores onto that one, folks. As the Bulldogs now take a 6-1 lead over the Westlake Chaparrals. Miller going to get a single out of that one. But he's over in scoring position now, and Starkey shaking his head at Miller. Now he's got to take off his leg gear, and he's got a bat now.
He's like, come on, man. That was a lot of work.
I was ready. So Starkey up to the plate now. He struck out looking back in the third and grounded out towards short back in the second. He's got Miller over in scoring position. And with 2 outs here, top of the fourth. Starkey getting reset. Covert. Quick check at Miller. Here's the pitch. As that one drops right over the plate. Nice pitch for strike 1.
That was a beauty.
That was a very, very nice pitch by Covert. And Travis probably had to take that pitch call. So just watching that one go by is Covert again doesn't like the pitch call. He wants another. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Starkey. And they're trying to call a balk. As it looked like he got set and he moved. It should have been a balk, but here's the pitch. Starkey taking a swing, getting a piece of it. He goes down early, 0-2 in the count. Miller even ran back to second after seeing them step back down, so that's kind of, John Estrada will be set to bat next if Starkey can get on base and get a hit. As here's the 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be outside. Miller takes off towards third, but doesn't matter. That will be called as a strikeout. So Starkey goes down looking again, and he'll be out number 3. Which brings us to 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. So John Estrada will be set to due up in the 5th. Westlake, though, getting their chance at it as Braden Davis will be set to lead off, followed by Cole May. And again, I have Major Ritchie right behind them, but we'll see how that goes. Let's take a short break, and we'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Welcome back, folks. Bottom of the 4th, set to be underway. After a nice top of the 4th by your Bulldogs, they now have a 6-1 lead over the Westlake Chaparrals. Braden Davis, first baseman, making his way out to the plate. Davis' second time at bat as he struck out swinging back in the second.
First baseman, 34, Braden Davis.
Callipy on the mound. still looking pretty comfy. As that first pitch goes right by Davis. Can't quite catch up on that big swing. And Calipy ahead early now, 0-1 in the count. The 0-1 pitch from Calipy. That one's swung on, and Davis able to make contact that time, but it goes foul. Count goes 0-2. Davis. Waiting the pitch. As that one's outside, a burner by Calipy. Count goes 1-2. Here's the pitch. Another outside pitch by Calipy. Counts even at 2-2. Davis not afraid to swing, kind of like Major Ritchie, and not biting on those outside pitches by Calipy. As here's the 2-2. As there's a swing and some contact over the top, back into the football stands. Count will stay 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no out. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Getting a piece of it is Davis. It's going to go foul though, so we'll have to reset and do it again. Braden Davis making his way back to the batter's box. Me and Lori here are going to have to stand up to keep warm as here's the 2-2. There's a liner towards Estrada. Estrada with a nice glove on it. There's a throw to first in time.
That was a great play. Very impressive.
Outstanding play by Estrada. That'll be out number 1. So Cole May coming out now. May struck out swinging back in the second.
Right fielder number 19, Cole May.
Starkey makes his way to the mound. Strike this guy and oh, you a Happy Meal. As he gets down. I always wonder what they said, what they tell each other on the mound like that. Here's the pitch. That one's going to drop over the plate. Umpire must have blinked on that one as that gets called for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, no runners on. As there's a hit towards, oh no, almost gloving it and dropping it. It's going to be Sean McCullough. That's going to be an error for him. As May will make his way on base, which will bring up Major Ritchie.
Number 32, Major Ritchie.
So maybe they allow, see, I don't understand why Covert didn't bat on that one. I'm still confused. I may have you go ask the booth why he didn't bat and why they had a pinch hitter in Noah Cannon, but there's the pitch, and Ritchie taking a big swing for strike 1. Chapel Stewart is on deck for Westlake. Calipy, though. Maybe try to get Ritchie to swing into a double play if he can. As Ritchie makes his way back in. Cole Mays over at first after the error. And with 1 out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Ritchie gets a piece of that one. Calipy gets ahead in the count 0-2. Coach Agelia finally doing some work as he makes his way out and gets the foul ball.
You got to get your steps in. It's like, I got to reach 10,000 steps today. I got to walk.
That's what it was. He's got to get the steps in. As Major Ritchie in the box. Calipy doesn't like the first one. And a quick time is called. We're going to get reset. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, 1 runner on here for Westlake as Calipy with the 0-2 pitch. And a big swing by Ritchie. That's a force out, trying to get May sleeping if he could. Good job by Rodriguez to get in front of it. But Ritchie will go down as out number 2 after that swing and strikeout, which brings up Chapel Stewart. Chapel Stewart hit a triple back in the second. He had a really big hit that went over the head of Ben Merriman over in left field, which allowed him to get all the way around to third base. It's Calipy with the first one here. May takes off towards second. That gets right behind Starkey, and as you mentioned, that came way over here. It's a good 20, 25 yards behind home plate. Starkey doing a good job of a good hustle of getting back there.
Got to have some quick feet.
He is, but Calipy's going to go behind in the count 1-0 here with 2 outs, as May will make his way to scoring position in second. Calipy with the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to catch the strike zone. Count goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. 1 runner on, and your Bulldogs with a 6-1 lead over the Westlake Chaparrals. As there's a pitch, a swing, and a chopper towards the Bulldog dugout. Calipy gets ahead in the count now, 1-2. Calipy getting the call he likes, getting set. Here's the pitch to Stewart. Stewart with a swing and a miss, and down he goes for out number 3. No hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on, and Calipy gets out of that one without giving up anything. And that's 4 innings down, 3 more to go. We'll take a short break again, right? Take a break, give me a breather. We'll be right back, folks, for the 5th inning. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers. 16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh, my God, it went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
What I want, you got, and it might be hard to handle. Like the flame that burns.
All right, folks, welcome back. 5th inning, top of the 5th, set to get underway. And we got a new pitcher on the mound for Westlake. It's going to be number 23, Brady Wilkin. So that's going to do it for Chance Covert. I don't know why I wrote Chance Stewart on here. Like, what am I thinking? I didn't have his name written. I was like, yeah, we'll be all right. So Covert will go 4 innings. He's going to clock, let's see here.
For the Bulldogs, third baseman.
He was doing pretty solid for a little bit there in the 4th, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. Let's see how many walks. I hate these books. I got to flip back and forth, and there's 1, 2, 3 walks. 6 hits. 6 runs. As a low in the dirt and outside will be called for strike 1 for Mr. John Estrada. Estrada had a grounder to the pitcher's mound back in the 2nd and then struck out swinging in the 3rd as he watches that one go by. Almost called a strike, but wasn't quite there. Count goes even at 1-1. And Estrada getting a piece of that one. It is going to go foul, as that will be strike number 2 for him. So Estrada, here's a 1-2 pitch. That's going to drop, but it doesn't quite get low enough. Count goes even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs here, top of the 5th. As that one is way
good
outside.
stop.
Great stop by Duvall.
It's the definition of sacrificing your body right there.
It truly is. And you want to get, even though no runners are on, you want to be in that habit. As here's a 3-2 pitch, it's going to be outside. And Estrada will open his present, say thank you, and make his way over to first. And here comes Ben Merriman. Merriman was walked back in the 2nd. Again, I'm going to keep saying it because that was awesome. Part of the 2-out rally back in the 2nd. And he flew out towards center field. in the third. But facing a new pitcher in Wilkin now. Wilkin just walked Estrada, so no outs. Top of the fifth, one runner on. And here's the first pitch to Merriman. Merriman's showing bunt. He does get a piece of it, but it goes behind him. So bunting the wrong direction. As he gets behind the count 0-1. You know, and Merriman's got the speed to make it to first if he can get that bunt down at the right angle. Now, he kind of showed his hand here now, so, you know, here comes the first baseman in Braden Davis, and I'm sure here comes Reese McRae as well. As Wilkin gets set. No, they're not even going to come up to it. They're going to let him do what he's going to do. Is that one gets away from Duvall. Estrada strolling all over to second. As count goes even at 1-1 for Merriman. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Top of the fifth. 1 runner on in scoring position, and John Estrada over at second. Ben Merriman at the plate. And your Bulldogs with a 6-1 lead here in the fifth. Merriman awaiting the 1-1 pitch from Wilkin. Merriman going to show bunt. Infield moves. Merriman's going to miss the bunt on that one. And it looks like it might have gotten away from Duvall, as I think it hit his leg there. So count goes 1-2 for Merriman. He is behind in the count. Duvall doing a quick stretch over at the plate. Looking good. And let's get back to it. It's like, and there we go. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Estrada at second, Merriman at the plate. Wilkin at the mound. Yes, here's the 1-2 pitch. And a big swing by Merriman, cannot make contact. He'll go down swinging for out number 1.
Up next for the Bulldogs, first baseman
Danny
number 17,
Rodriguez will make his way
Rodriguez.
out. Tyler Thomason will be right behind him. Sean McCullough will be behind him, as long as nothing crazy happens. Rodriguez struck out looking back in the fourth. He was also hit by a pitch in the second, as he took a bullet to the elbow. But again, looking to face off against a new pitcher in Wilkin. As here's the first pitch to Rodriguez. Doesn't quite catch the plate. Rodriguez gets ahead in the count 1-0. Rodriguez, he's ready. Here's the pitch from Wilkin. A swing and a miss by Rodriguez. Makes your count 1-1. Rodriguez back in the box. Wilkin waiting for the call. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and Rodriguez is going to call a quick time and get reset. Yes, here's the pitch and a hit. That's a high fly down the first baseline. It looks like it is. Oh, I thought it was going to be in play, and Davis made a valiant effort to it. It's going to go foul over the fence line, though. Count goes 1-2 for Rodriguez. Estrada still over at second, waiting for somebody to bring him home. Rodriguez waiting for the 1-2 pitch. As that one's high and outside, and Duvall doing a good job of bringing that one back in, as he was ready to throw down Estrada if he thought about it. Count goes even now at 2-2 here with 1 out, top of the fifth. Here's the pitch. And a swing, it sounds like he got a piece of it. They're going to say he
Wilkin with the strikeout for out number 2.
So there goes out number 2,
right fielder,
which brings
number
up Tyler
9.
Thomason. He
Tyler
singled
Thomas.
in the second. He was walked in the fourth. Responsible for 2 of the runs that are on the board here for the Bulldogs. So he was able to come across the plate each time at bat. Keep the streak going, right? Estrada still at second. Yes, here we go. Wilkin getting the call. There's the first pitch to Thomason. Estrada taking off towards third. Thomason getting a piece of it. It's a grounder towards second. The throw to first is going to be in time. And that will be out number 3. As Estrada got a
Mikey
good jump on that one.
6-3 put out for out number 3. And in the top of the 5th,
So,
the
1 inning down.
Bulldogs, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base.
As you heard. No hits, no errors. 1 runner left on. And here we are. Bum, bum. So, between the 5th innings, as I just dropped my phone, that's what that big noise was. Let's give a shout out to one of our sponsors, yeah? Let's look at Plucker's Wing Bar. Plucker's Wing Bar, be sure to visit one of the 7 Austin area locations today. Currently, we are offering online delivery and curbside pickup from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Plucker's Wing Bar, where we promise to have the beer ice cold and the wings piping hot.
Sounds good right about now. With it being so cold
I'm
outside.
about to say, I'm not sure about the ice cold, but the piping hot sounds excellent. But I'm not one for really super hot wings.
Me
Like,
neither.
But I'm weird like that, you know.
Oh, so am I.
My wife loves hot, spicy wings, and me, it's like, oh, I can't even. It's no taste. I want to enjoy my meal, not, you know.
No, I'm considered a Martian in my family because I don't eat hot stuff.
Leave with your mouth on fire, right?
No, like my parents can have jalapenos with every meal. Like, I'm not kidding.
Well, no, jalapenos are okay. They're not that bad. But
Oh, see, no, I can't do it.
See, there you go. So you're just weird.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that already.
Yeah, right. As catcher Nathan Duvall now is at the plate. He bunts down the first baseline. Starkey with a throw in time. It looked, yep, there it is. And Duvall
That was a great play.
trying a sneaky at bat. Starkey with a nice throw down. And that'll be out number 1.
Number 23, Brady Wilkin.
So now Braden Wilkin will make his way out to the plate. So I don't know what happened to Noah Cannon or why he was out there. But here comes Brady Wilkin. That one's going to get called for strike 1. What is this, 5th inning? This is the 5th. So Colopy ahead in the count now, 0-1. That one can't quite catch the plate. Count goes even at 1-1. But yeah, you're just weird if you can't eat jalapenos. They're not that bad. As here's the 1-1 from Colopy.
Well, I told you, I'm a Martian in my family. I'm proud of it.
You claim it, right? That's what you got to do. You got to claim it and be good with it.
I got to own it.
Yeah, but I don't know, for some reason, like even like from Pizza Hut, I got to get the medium wings. As Wilkin gets a piece of that one. It's going to go foul. Count goes even at 2-2. So top of the order due up for Westlake as Ethan Wilfing is in the batter's circle, ready to warm up, as that one is going to get away from Starkey. That'll be a little 2 inside. Count goes full, 3-2. Goes to Jelly coming out, getting them steps in.
It's like, that was a lot of work. Come on, man.
He's swinging his wrist a little more to register. Is it a big hit by Wilkin? Is going to drop over center field, and a drop by Thanio Bright as Wilkins got some jets on him. He's going to make it all the way to second on the error. A very rare error by Thanio Bright, defensively at least, because he's been pretty spot on. Not what you want to have with one out, especially with the top of the order coming up.
Yeah.
As Ethan Wilfing is making his way to the plate. Here comes a pinch runner. Maybe. They're thinking about it, and they're going to do it. It looks like it's number
Running for the
12.
Pitcher, number 12, senior Patty Devlin.
What's the name? I totally missed the name.
1 second.
It sounded like you said Patty. I don't think that's right. Number 12. Patrick. So it is Patty. But we're going to call him Patrick Devlin. So Devlin over at second as a courtesy runner for Wilkin. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. As Wolfing takes a swing and misses for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. Colopy checking down really quick over at Devlin. And Devlin not bothering with the base. He's staying off it. He's daring Colopy as Wolfing gets a piece of it. Colopy ahead in the count 0-2. And here's the 0-2 pitch from Colopy. A little liner towards second. Brought in by McCullough for out number 2. There it is again for Theo. That's Theo Gillen with the Baby Shark theme there.
I love it. I love it. Gets a good laugh out of everybody.
I guess. As Gillen had a little grounder towards Colopy back in the first. He was thrown out and then doubled in the third. So 1 for 2 so far for Gillen. With 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. And of course, your Bulldogs with a 6-1 lead over Westlake. He's going to catch the plate for strike 1.
Nice pitch.
Very nice pitch by Colopy as he still looks pretty comfy there on the mound. Colopy getting the call. Here's the pitch. And there's a bouncer towards McCullough. He gets it to throw to first in time. And Gillen will go down as out number 3.
In the bottom of the 5th inning for the Sharks. No runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. And after 5 complete, it's Bulldogs 6, Sharks 1.
So, as you just heard our announcer, no hits, 1 error, 1 run. Excuse me, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on. Blah. I'm having a
Tongue twister.
Odd day today. As your Bulldogs have a 6-1 lead over the Westlake Chaparrals. Top of the 6th, set to be underway. I have to say, hey, hi, howdy, what's up to another one of our sponsors. We'll give a shout out here. Let's do our Vype Live Spring Sports sponsor. It's Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Unless it's a fishing and hunting license, then you will have to go inside. Very important.
That's a major detail.
That's right. And another new pitcher for Westlake. It's at number 3, Cole Foster. So Wilkin will get 1 inning pitched, and he'll get an at-bat where he reached on an error. Let's see what we got for him. He's got 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. So not much going on, right? 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, no hits, no runs, no errors. So Wilkin with a pretty basic outing there. 1 inning at the plate, at the mound. Bleh. So Sean McCullough will make his way out here in the 6th. McCullough 2 for 2 so far as he singled in the 2nd and singled back in the 4th. Top of the order will be due up after McCullough with Fanny O'Bright and Mason Winters as your 3 here in the 6th. Foster, that's his name, Foster. Cole Foster. So McCullough, the first to face off against Foster. That one's going to be in the dirt in front of the plate. Count goes 1-0. McCullough, second baseman. Made the nice throwdown and line drive catch back in the bottom of the 5th. So he watches that one go by for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, no outs here, top of the 6th. Bulldogs with a 6-1 lead over Westlake. As that one's going to be in the dirt as well. Count goes 3-0 for McCullough. Foster with the pitch. That's going to catch the plate. The good old trusty fastball down the middle. McCullough still ahead in the count, 3-1. So we've been swinging at these 3-1 pitches lately. So we'll see if McCullough does it again, and he does. As that will go down for strike 2. Count goes full now, 3-2. McCullough wastes the 3-2 pitch. It's going to be in the dirt, and McCullough will take the stroll to first base.
Next up,
as here comes top of the order, Thanio Bright. So far, Bright's 2 for 3. A double in the 2nd, a single in the 4th, and a grounder towards 2nd back in the 1st. McCullough over at 1st. Foster checking them down really quick. Bright showing bunt, pulls back, swings instead. Chops that one foul. Count goes 0-1. There's a duck call. It's got to be a duck call. Wilkin is not on the mound anymore. That's Foster. Here's the pitch. That one's going to drop over the plate. Taking off is McCullough. He is going to make it in time to 2nd with the steal. This count goes 0-2 here for Bright. Bright with a 2 RBI double in the 2nd. Was able to take the count 1-2 before he drove in those runs. As here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss for Bright. And he will be out number 1.
For out number 1. Brings up the shortstop.
So
number
Mason
7,
Winters
Mason
will make his way out. Winters with a grounder to Covert back in the 1st. He was then walked in the 2nd and struck out swinging in the 4th. McCullough over at 2nd. And just 1 out here, top of the 6th. As that one gets away from Duvall, McCullough will stroll to 3rd.
Hey, I'll take free bases all day long.
All day. You're going to hand him out. Why not? And that was a ball call. So Winters ahead in the count, 1-0. And now you wonder, do you go for the bunt? Winters has some speed as well. So it is possible they could bunt, try to get it down that 3rd baseline and have him leg it out. And that puts Duvall in a position. Do you try to throw out you hold on to it to make sure that McCullough stays, or do you throw down at 1st, or that one gets called for strike 1? If Duvall gets to it first.
Yeah.
But Winters not showing bunt there as he looks at that one go by. Here's this one as well. And it's going to be too low, and a nice stop by Duvall. Count goes 2-1. Coach DeGeldi say, get ready, as he wants McCullough to come across and pad this lead a tad if we can. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Foster, and there's a bouncer. Winters is going to not leg it out. That throw will be just in time.
That was a very impressive play.
Very impressive play.
For the DH, number 15, Brody Miller.
As that will be out number 2 as Brody Miller makes his way out. Miller, so far 1 for 3 on the evening as he singled back in the 4th. Struck out in the 1st and flew out in the 2nd towards right field. His last at bat, though, Miller took 4 straight balls on that one and strolled on over as that one gets called for strike one. As that looked a little on the outside there. Miller gets behind in the count 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. McCullough at third. That one's going to drop a little too low. Count goes even now at 1-1. Here's the pitch. As Miller gets a call just to watch that one come across. Count goes 1-2. Now the crowd's starting to get a little into it now. Yeah, so it's awfully quiet. Yes, here's the 1-2 pitch from Foster. It's going to be low and outside. Count goes even at 2-2. You know, it's always a morale booster when you get a new pitcher in there, especially after facing a new one the inning before. So
yeah.
Pitcher number 3 for Westlake. Yes, here's the 2-2 pitch. And a swing. It's going to be a drop called strike. There's a throw to first is in time. And Miller goes down swinging for out number 3. So we'll have one more chance at bat at minimum is what I'm going to say, as Starkey will be set to lead off. When we go into the 7th, though, Westlake having their chance here bottom of the 6th. We'll take a short break. We will be right back, folks. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts. But did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Conversation, and it's good to remind you too that you know, Texas did lose to A&M yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
2-0. So I'm sure they played this song when they were losing this.
You know, I'm not quite sure. I wasn't there.
Oh,
I wasn't listening.
I'm about to say, I don't think anybody was really there. Hey, but let's see what's going to happen. So Reese McRae is going to make his way out for Westlake here to lead off in this bottom of the 6th. He struck out swinging in the first and grounded out towards short in the 3rd. As Colopy still on the mound, throws that one for ball 1. There's the next one from Colopy. Not going to get the call there. Count goes 2-0 here for McRae. The 2-0 pitch from Colopy. That was going to be just outside. Colopy behind in the count now, 3-0. As should. Here comes Old Faithful, fastball down the middle. As here's 3-0 pitch. And no, not going to get the call there. And McRae will get walked on 4 straight pitches, which brings up Braden Davis up to the plate. Davis struck out swinging in the 2nd, and then he grounded out towards 3rd in the 4th after a really nice play by Estrada. Starkey making his way up to the mound, giving a few words of encouragement to Colopy. As we are set to get underway here with no outs, bottom of the 6th, and now 1 runner on. As Davis takes a crack at that one, he's going to knock it foul for strike 1. Colopy getting set for the 0-1 pitch. Davis taking a swing and missing. As Colopy's ahead in the count now, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the 6th, 1 runner on, and your Bulldogs with a 6-1 lead over Westlake. Colopy on the mound, looking relaxed, looking comfy. As time is called by Davis. His glove came loose, so he's going to have to just restrap that on there, and we're back at it. So here's the 0-2 pitch to Davis. Doesn't get the call there. Count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. McRae on first. Davis at the plate for Westlake. As here's the pitch. And doesn't get the call there either. Count goes even now at 2-2. Davis makes his way back into the batter's box. Colopy getting the call from Starkey. Check down to McRae, and here's the pitch. And that one's going to get chopped foul. Count's going to stay 2-2 here for Colopy. Colopy getting the call. Here's the pitch to Davis. As that one's going to be high and outside for ball 3. Count goes full 3-2. Yes, it looked like they were expecting McRae to take off there, and he didn't do it. So full count now here for Davis. 3-2. Colopy with 1 runner on. That one's hit high towards right field. Thomason underneath it with ease for out number 1. McRae having to stay put at first. Just going to bring up right fielder Cole May for Westlake. He struck out swinging back in the second and reached on an error back in the fourth.
Number 19, Cole May.
So 1 out and 1 runner on here, bottom of the 6th for Westlake. Colopy checking on McRae at first. Here's the pitcher. Ray taking off. There's a line towards McCullough. He gets it. Throw to second in time. Throw to first. There it is for the double play, folks. And that's going to be the inning. And a beautiful play by McCullough.
That was a very impressive high-level play right there.
That's the that's the good old 4-6-3 play there, folks. And that'll do it for the 6th inning. Let's take a short break. And we'll be right back for the final inning of this evening's game. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype. VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
All right, folks. 7th inning about to be underway. Top of the 7th. As it looks like we're going to have some changes. Travis Starkey was due up to bat, but we've got a different runner on.
Number 19, Dylan Godina.
So Godina's going to come in for Starkey, which will most likely mean that Godina will take a base.
Number 19, Dylan Godina.
So Godina will most likely take the field here for the 7th, which means Starkey will still be under catcher. So that's probably going to do it for Colopy here this evening. Unless it's just he's taking a pinch run, pinch hit. As that first one gets called for strike 1 for Godina. Godina taking a swing at that one. Can't make contact. He gets behind early, 0-2. So Godina most likely is just going to be hitting, and then he'll, we'll have a new pitcher in. So we'll get some info as we can. We do see someone warming up here in the bullpen. Past the dugout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be fast and outside. Count goes 1-2. So Westlake will have one more chance to put up 5 runs here when the bottom of the 7th comes underway as Godina takes a swing at that one. It's a drop. Strikeout. Throw to first by Duvall is in time. As Godina will be out number 1.
Foster with the strikeout for out number 1.
So,
Next, the third baseman.
like I said,
number
Westlake
11,
one more
John
chance to come out here in the bottom of the 5th as John Estrada makes his way to the plate. Foster with the first pitch to Estrada. And Estrada watches that one go by for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, no runners on. Top of the 7th with John Estrada at the plate. And that one's going to catch for strike 1. Here's a pitch from Foster. Estrada taking a big swing, can't make contact. He goes down in the count 1-2. Coach Jelly comes out. As they're going to check on Duvall. Like that one might have gotten underneath him. Looks to be all right. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 7th, no runners on. And your Bulldogs with a 6-1 lead over Westlake. Foster with the 1-2 pitch to Estrada. Estrada takes a big swing and he goes down swinging for out number 2.
Strikeout for out number 2.
Ben Merriman
Up next for the
is
Bulldogs,
batter number
left
3.
fielder number 1, Ben Merriman.
Merriman was walked in the 2nd, start of that 2-out rally. He flew out towards center field in the 3rd, and he struck out swinging back in the 5th. First time he gets to take a look at Foster, and here's the pitch. He watches that one. That dropped right over the middle for strike 1. Foster with the 0-1 pitch to Merriman. Merriman taking a swing. And he kind of hesitated near the end there and just couldn't quite stop it. As he goes down early, 0-2 here to Foster. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And swing, it's a drop strikeout. Duvall with the throw to first. And that'll be out number 3.
Foster with the
Foster
for out number 3. And in the top
doing
of the
his
7th,
job.
The Bulldogs go in order.
And putting the Bulldogs down 1, 2, 3. So bottom of the 7th now here for Westlake. They've got to score 5 runs for us to go into some extra innings. We'll see what happens as the Bulldogs get together over there in left field or in front of the dugout on the left side. And up on the mound, I am half blind, I cannot see.
It's still Patrick Callipy.
It's going to be Callipy. He's still going to be there, so coach is going to let him finish it out. And I don't see any changes. Godina's got to be out there somewhere. Where is Godina? He's not. All right, well, I know for us, we don't have a designated hitter. So that's probably what happened there. Coach Agelia said, hey, we're going to go ahead and have a DH for this batting, for this round. And we're going to let Callipy stay out there. So that's most likely what happened, which is what makes the Westlake one batting switcheroo kind of odd, is because their DH is Major Ritchie, not Noah Cannon. So I'm not sure what happened there on their end. And we'll probably never find out.
Probably not.
We'll just call it home field advantage.
Yeah.
As bottom of the 7th set underway. Speaking of Major Ritchie, he would have been set to lead off. Instead, number 7.
Number 7, Luke Manos.
Luke Manos? Luke Manos is what we're going to say is coming out in the 7th. I'm going to get verification of his last name. Here's the first pitch from Callipy. Yeah, sure is Luke Manos. That'll be called for strike 1. You always got to listen phonetically. How is it said? And it's usually spelled different. So here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to catch it for strike 2. And Colopy looking like it's the first inning out there right now. He's ahead in the count 0-2 against Manos. There's the 0-2 pitch from Colopy. There's a little bouncer towards third. Estrada gets it. The throw to first is not in time. It's going to go past Rodriguez. And to second goes Manos. As that is going to be an error. And that error is going to go to Estrada. So, bottom of the seventh. No outs. One runner on as Manos was able to leg out that error. Chapel Stewart up to bat as Coach DeGelia comes out, and that's going to do it for Patrick Colopy, as he will have pitched a full 6 innings. He'll be responsible for the runner that's on, as it looks like it's going to be, we're trying to get a...
Now pitching number 5, Ryan Corbett.
And he said Ryan Corbett. I haven't seen number 5 yet, so maybe he has a better view than I do. Corbett is the usual that comes in after Colopy. So we'll say it's so. Colopy only giving up 3 hits and 1 run for his timeout. And something we don't see often, that 2, 3. We don't see it too often, but 3 errors, which is a lot, as we normally don't have too many errors. But again, he'll be responsible for the 1 run out. We'll see if it comes through. But other than that, quite an outing by Colopy. See, I got him with 7 strikeouts, so not bad. Good outing. Well, folks, while Corbett gets warmed up, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, BYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, BYPE.com.
All right, folks, we're back. We're back quick as Stewart looks at that one by Corbett for strike 1. Corbett with the 0-1 pitch to Stewart. That one's going to be swung on. It's a high down the first baseline, and it's going to be in play. And Thomason at the gate catches it. The runner's going to tag up and make his way to third. Estrada able to get to it. So Chapel Stewart will be out number 1. We're going to give him a sacrifice fly as he gets Manos over to third, which brings up Nathan Duvall, catcher. He flew out towards right field in the second.
Now batting catcher number 31, Nathan Duvall.
And it was kind of a grounder that Starkey was able to get to, as that one is outside. Starkey's going to lose it. Runner's going to advance to home and is going to come across. If you hear everybody say, that's all right, that's all right. And it is all right, but another run comes across for the Chaps as they still trail your Bulldogs 6-2 here in the 7th inning.
I mean, you got some runs to give, but it's never something you want to see, you know?
You don't, and it's just, it happened, just, yeah, and you saw it. It was one of those like, darn, I can't believe that just happened. But like you mentioned, he's, Travis has quite a bit of real estate to cover for anything that gets behind him. So Corbett with the 0-1 pitch. Doesn't get the call. Count goes even at 1-1. So it looks like we'll probably see a pinch hitter next, as that one doesn't get the call either. He goes behind in the count now 2-1 as Corbett, that looked like a good pitch from him there. So here's the 2-1 pitch from Corbett. As that one gets chopped foul, count goes even at 2-2. So batter number 9 was usually the pitcher's spot here for Westlake. So we'll get you the information for our next batter as soon as we can. Corbett, though, with a 2-2 pitch. As that one is swung on and chopped foul, count's going to stay 2-2. As our gang here in front of us finally is getting a little life in them, and you hear him yell the swing, as that's going to be a called strike. As Duvall goes down looking for out number 2. So let's see who's going to come up next. It's going to be number 27. We got who that is? Number 27.
Next up, pitch hitter, Chase Bosworth.
Chase Bosworth. Coach Jelly on, take it easy. We got 1 out left. Take it easy. Is Bosworth, pinch hitter here in the 9 spot. So if he's able to make it on base, top of the order will be due up, and they can be dangerous here for Westlake. As here's the first pitch. And I'm not going to say he crossed the plane.
Close one.
That was a very, very close one. As count's going to go 1-0 here in favor of Bosworth. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. A swing and a miss by Bosworth. And count goes 1-1. As Corbett's on the mound. Gets the call. Bosworth at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's going to get called for strike 2 as Bosworth watches that one go by, and Corbett is 1 out away from wrapping this one up. As he gets set, here's the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss by Bosworth. Starkey with the tag just in case. And that's going to do it. Bulldogs with a 6-2 win and the sweep of the Westlake Chaparrals to stay undefeated in district play, which is going to bring up an interesting matchup here in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Against the Lake Travis Cavaliers. But we'll take a short break. I'll try to do a quick wrap-up if we can. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball right here on Vype Live.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone.
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports.
BYP.
All right, folks, welcome back. And a bravo job by Patrick Colopy and Ryan Corbett as they team up to take down the Westlake Chaparrals 6-2. The pitching crew only gave up 3 hits so far this entire game. And Corbett with the final 2 strikeouts. It allows us to take this one home. We've got to give one more last shout out to Academy Sports and Outdoors, our Vype Sports Spring sponsor. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. And that is going to do it for us, folks, here from Werner Field. Laura?
I'm going to give one last shout out to my little BFF Landry.
Landry, is Landry listening to us?
She will be tomorrow.
Oh.
She rewatches. She's here.
Oh, she rewatches. Oh, she's here.
She's here, so she'll rewatch it tomorrow.
Oh.
She'll be glad to hear it.
She'll hear it. Hopefully she sticks out the whole game and lets us to it. So, well, hello, Landry. Thank you for listening again. And next time she'll stop by and say hi.
Yeah.
Definitely. Come by and say
I
hi.
will definitely let her know.
So, well, folks, that's going to do it for me. We appreciate everybody who tuned in and listened. Be sure to tune in next week as the Bowie Bulldogs take on the Aikens Eagles on a Thursday and Friday matchup. So far, first pitch is scheduled for 7:30 on Thursday. and we will be there to bring it for you if you're not there in person. If you are, please stop by and say hi. I'd love to tell you what's up, give you a high five, a fist bump, and get everything moving. Hopefully I'll talk to Coach DeJelia next week and kind of do a quick recap. But your Bowie Bulldogs come out on top 6-2 over the Westlake Chaparrals, stay undefeated in district. And so far we are tied with the Lake Travis Cavaliers, who are also undefeated here in 26-6A. So for myself, for Miss Laura Starkey, for Mitch over at Vype Studios listening in, we appreciate you folks, and we will catch you next time.